Hi, I'm Dave. I'm a Christian Science Chaplain, and I serve a number of the prisons here in the Central Valley of California. I have an experience I'd like to share with you that moved me greatly. An inmate who had been incarcerated and has 2 life sentences was an ex-military individual, and he loved the monitor. For a number of years, the chaplain before me and then myself would give these monitors to this individual. He loved them, but he didn't want anything else to do with Christian Science. And so one time when I came, I did not see him where I usually give him the monitors, and I didn't find him, and I asked where he was, and they said, well, he got in a little trouble. He busted a guy up and he's in solitary. And I said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So at the end of the service, I decided to check with custody and see if they would allow me to go over into what they call the hole, which is solitary. And they called him out, and this is an individual I'd never talked about prayer with. Again, just a monitor person. And I asked him what was going on, and he held up his hand, which was bandaged, and he said, well, I broke my hand over a guy's nose, and he deserved it. And I said, really? Where are you going to go from here? And he said, I don't know. I said, well, I got an idea. He goes, what's your idea? I said, how about if we start a journey of prayer, and you move with me, and we'll work together, and I won't leave you. He said, sounds good. And I said, we'll start on your hand. Would you like me to pray and give what's called Christian Science treatment for your hand? And he said, well, the doctors fixed it, but it's not fixed. It hurts, and I think they messed it up. And I said, well, let's pray through it, and I'll come and see you next week. He was released from solitary, came back into general population, and he started coming to the services. His hand had righted itself. I asked him, how's your hand? And he said, I'm completely free. I'm playing sports and doing what I always was able to do. And I said, great, let's keep going. And he, 3-4 years later, is still studying Christian Science. He gets my Bible lesson each week. Matter of fact, when I forget one, he complains that I forgot it. So he's really a dedicated individual. Well, fast forward to not too long ago, he's fairly quiet. He had some big issues, as in solitary, because of his anger management after coming out of the military. Well, we were praying about this also. And one of the other inmates who had been watching him out in the yard said to him directly at one of our services, I've never met anyone that is able to be so calm and bring healing to the yard when there's going to be trouble. And he said, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to start studying Christian Science here. I'm a military doctor, and this is very interesting to me to see what you do, how you act, and how this chaplain acts. So part of this journey included that the inmate that had the healing of the broken hand and is so dedicated to coming now, he's been asked by the institution to teach classes on anger management and control and discipline. So it's a wonderful healing, just a beautiful view of what the Christ can do in these lives. And I feel humbled to be included in these healings. I'm so grateful.